Time for Mr. Truck, reviewing the latest innovations for your truck and trailer.
Hey everybody, this is Dan with Mr. Truck TV. Today is our final day of coverage from Chicago Auto Show 2020, and today we're going to be talking about the highlights. They're just generally things that I saw that just kind of caught my eye, things of that nature. First up is the 2020 Ford Police Interceptor Utility, featuring a 3.3 liter hybrid V6. One of the things that caught my eye about this is the fact of it seems to marry new and old together in one. It has a actual key, a real key. It's quite nice to see that again, and that's not completely and totally messed up with a fob. It's got a column shift automatic. You can reach down, jam it in gear, and take off. It really is nice. You combine that with the new of it's a hybrid, so you get pretty decent fuel mileage. It's got the dual automatic climate zone, for which my wife pretty much tells me we need to have because she likes it hotter than Hades, whereas I like to be relatively cool. So when these things do become available after they're being done in the law enforcement community, they should be something pretty decent to own for pretty cheap. The Ram Rebel off the grid concept, OTG, it's a neat truck. Sitting on 35s, leveled, relatively capable truck off-road. Got the winch in the bumper there, pretty nice. Unfortunately for fat guys like me, I can't do this because I'm a fat guy, doggone it, and I'm over 300 pounds, and that tent just says, no, you're not allowed to have the tent. Cool thing about it is it's got the rack up on top there that has a solar panel on there. I love the Dometic 95 quart fridge. I mean, it's a really well put together truck. Love that split tailgate, and this switch panel is just, everything's just really well put together. Up next is the Ford Mustang Mach-E. I hate the fact that it's called a Mustang. Love everything else about it. The son of a gun takes off like a bat out of hell. On the backside, it's supposed to be a Mustang. Yeah, it kind of shares some Mustang look, so that's neat. I love looking at the underside, looking to see what they do there, kind of how they shove the batteries all up in underneath and all that. Love the fact that it comes in all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive, and when the thing takes off, you can tell she is rear-wheel drive based, which is pretty nice. I mean, I'm not joking. I ain't trying to put on a show or nothing. That son of a gun put me in the seat. What didn't put me in the seat, because it couldn't hook up, was the Mustang GT 500. I was a fat guy trying to cram my butt into a little tiny car. It didn't hook, but it's a cool car. Something my butt did fit in very nicely, and it put me in the back of the seat, was the Dodge Durango SRT. Has the 392 V8. Ow! Man, that was so cool. Sitting on 20-inch wheels, tows 8,700 pounds. It really, truly is the modern-day family hauler / dad rod. So, yeah, if I could afford one, I would love to have one, and I'm pretty sure my wife would have a ton of tickets. But listen to this. That should tell you everything. Now on to the GMC display was the AT4 All Mountain Edition, sitting on a set of mat tracks. I was wrong before. It does not have a Duramax. It's got that 6.2 gas job in it. Pretty doggone neat. Yeah, I can't use it anywhere, but it's really neat. Speaking of can't use but neat, is that Ford Performance rack on the back of the Ranger. Yes, I own one, yeah, so I may talk about it from time to time. Way overpriced, can't really use it. Going to this other Ranger, I didn't like the Raptor wheels as much as I thought I would. Like the hood scoop, wish it was real. The Lingenfelter ZR2, the supercharged ZR2. Come on. It's cool. Another pretty cool deal. I don't know the exact thing is there, but I thought the disc brakes, the inboard disc brakes on that with the coil sprung independent all-wheel drive setup, that's pretty neat. This Eldorado, oh my goodness gracious, the suicide doors. I don't know what this thing is. I really truly don't. I wish I knew, but how do they get those tires to light up? I mean, come on. The doggone thing had a TV screen sitting in the center console. Then there is this Corvette-based Chevy Nomad. It was a Motorama car, according to my dad, and glitter. The car next to it, just glittery, glittery, glittery. But that Nomad, I mean, it's so cool. Probably has that straight six in there that the original ones had, because they never had a V8 to start off with. Yeah, I mean, truly, all of these cars, I don't know what the story behind every one of them is, but they are really, truly the absolute coolest thing I have seen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad would love to see some of these cars. I don't know who made them. I wish I knew the story. At least that twin steer axle thing has got a 4-speed in it. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's got a straight shift. I don't know who came up with these, but they must have been on something. Then you got the Carhartt edition Silverado, a 3/4 ton truck based on the Z71, so it'll have a G80 in the back. I'm sorry, GM, to say this out loud like this. It's a glorified limited slip. I am sorry. That's my opinion. I don't think it's as good as having the ability to just lock it up solid. Other than that little rant, the truck is cool. It's got some neat stuff on the inside. Love the Carhartt logo all over the place. I've owned several Carhartt jackets. They're pretty neat. It's a neat little addition. The JLTV that is up next. That's another one of those things where I know of a place where I'd love to drive it, and I'm pretty sure I would cause a little bit of damage, but it is really super cool. I heard that it's supposed to replace the Hummer, but just imagine the blast that thing could take and just keep on going. And you see that tire here, these things are sitting on a set of 43s. That's what that adds up to. The 365/80/20 is a it's a 43-inch tall tire. On the inside, man, this thing is set up for 22.5. I bet that thing could tow a ton. What probably can't tow an absolute ton, but would be an absolute riot to drive, is this 700 plus horsepower F-150 by Tasca Motors, done up as the Harley Davidson edition. But there is one thing about this that I don't love. Beautiful, beautiful truck, but the price, over 100 grand. But it's just so, it's gorgeous. Then again, give me that big old whip supercharger on the regular truck, and I think I'm happy. I think that's what it is for me. I think the extractors on the side, the fact that it says supercharged on it, just those little things right there. I don't need the whole thing, but the Tuscany motors for $107,000. Wow. Going to Mercedes, that is a really neat push bar on the front with the winch on it, but this thing is just like one step away from being that like party boat. It's neat. I did not catch if it was 4-wheel drive or not. I'm pretty sure it is. All I can tell you is this. Yeah, I'd drive the heck out of it. Going in the Nissan booth, you see that desert racing truck? It might be a Nissan, but I'd drive the heck out of it. I mean, it's got the 5.6 twin turbocharged. Yeah, let's get at it. Another highlight, that 1 million mile Nissan Frontier. Man, 4-banger, straight shift. Doggone thing is 13 years old. Not a whole lot of rot on it, but in Chicago its whole life. And it's just too bad they got rid of the 4-banger straight shift, but that's kind of the way she goes. This thing here is it's an Acura NSX, and they showed the bare chassis just to show you what's there, and it's pretty neat to see under the skirt, if you will. Speaking of under the skirt, all of the various engine cutaways, transmission cutaways, all of the stuff that they had there. I enjoy every single one of these. It makes my inner car nerd very, very happy to see how these things operate. Like this one, the Corvette transmission, that you could see a little bit of clutches in there. Like maybe that's how they operate the limited slip type deal in there. Yes, I know. Here's a 2.3 from Ford. I have one. One of the things that I like about these things is if you have the engine and you can see inside there, you can get the view of your engine outside without having to tear it apart, and you can kind of see how things go together. You can see if there are going to be problems or not, and just one of those things. It makes my inner car nerd just very, very happy. Then there is the 1,000 horsepower crate engine, the 426 Elephant. Yeah, I think it's like 30 grand or something like that. All just wow. And then you can have the regular 700 and some odd horsepower Hellcat engine in there. I mean, and you can buy it and throw it on whatever, dude. Sweet. And then speaking of sweet, this Hellcat cutaway that you can watch the valves open and close with the various color LEDs in there. You can see what part of the suck, squeeze, bang, blow process is going on. You can see inside the alternator and how those windings work. You can see all the belts move, and as we go around, you can even see inside the actual supercharger to actually see how it compresses all the air in there to squeeze it in that much more. And I know who's real happy about those big horsepower engines and the straight shift is Nathan. Well, folks, that about wraps it up here at Chicago. It's been a real blast. I gotta rest my feet. My dogs are barking. So y'all have yourselves a great day. Be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.